Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are down in southern Illinois and we're at a place called Millstone Bluff. This is my first time here. I've wanted to come many times. What it is it's an old settlement from Native Americans, the Mississippian Indians. And we're going to take you up the trail here and show you what we're going to learn it together. So I'll just take you up the trail and we'll see what we can find out. There's a few things I know. I'll flip you around and I'll tell you about that as we're heading up the trail. First I'll give you a look here at the parking lot where we parked. So we just came up the gravel road. There's restroom there if you need to use the restroom. Then here's the trail. So what I do know is there is some petroglyphs here, I believe that's the right word, where they have carved, they call it a firebird, I think, carved that into some rock. And we're hoping to see that today. One thing I know is that after the Indians left here, so the Indians were here, Native Americans, like 1,500 years ago. Right here's a map. Let me just show you how we got here. Okay, so this is southern Illinois. These are your interstates, be 24 and 57. And what we did was we came through Harrisburg and took 145 down to 147, right? So we were right there at that star. Okay, so it's just a mile off of Route 145. But if you were going to take 24 to Vienna, you're not that far from Vienna. You'd take 146 over to 147 right there, and then 147 to get you here. Okay, so that's a quick look at how we got here. And then here's some information here. I'll get some still shots of this, put that at the end of the video for you to read. Right here's what this is a millstone. So this probably was quarried here, or it's a replica, but they would quarry this out, make it round, and then they would spin it to grind grain. So if you were if you grew corn or something, you'd feed your corn in between this and another hard surface, and it would grind that into cornmeal. Or if it was wheat, it would make you flour. Just any kind of grain like that, that's what it does. So here's some information about the history. It's a national historical place as of 1973. And we're looking at a half-a-mile hike today. So we're going to head on up the hill. So people considering coming here, it's a short trail, but it's a steep climb getting up. It's been steep and up the whole time. They do give you a seat like you just saw there, where you can stop and rest. But just want you to be aware that even though it's just a half mile, it's a tough half mile. Okay, what this is telling you is that this is a rare archaeological site, left relatively undisturbed for over 500 years. There's many questions that are unanswered, but they'll reveal those in the future. We are going to come on up around, and I can see there's a good walk path across there. So we'll get you up there and show you some of that. I can tell how high we're getting if you look out. We're about as high as the other surrounding hills. You can see really good. Okay, so what it's saying is this line of stone around here that you can kind of see, and we're talking like 1,500 years ago now. Picture this. It was 6 foot thick and 6 foot high, and it was built for protection, like they built a fort, is what it says. There was a lot of conflict apparently between the tribes around southern Illinois, and they said there was 5 or 6 other sites, other stone forts like this built for protection. You're seeing the remnants of it here along the trail. Okay, what it says here is that this was a cemetery, and different families would have been spread out. I guess where the mounds are kind of humped up. I don't know how they determined this, but kind of neat to think about. Kind of neat. A little bit somber too. As I'm heading up the trail here to the next spot, I'll tell you that what I just read said that there was a high infant death rate, that if they lived into their adolescent years, they were likely to live into their 30s. And then a max age was like 50 years old, was about as old as they lived. I don't know how they know that, but that's I'd be at the end of my life right now. There's a good view from up top looking down. Squirrel. Stories in stone. The daily lives of the Mississippian Indians were greatly influenced by their beliefs. Animals were thought to contain spirits which required prayer and offerings to promote long life and health for the community. The large bird and spider on the rock below are ceremonial symbols which are still being used by present-day southeastern tribes. The thunderbird is a sky spirit and the spider is a water creature. Both with magical powers. What mythical stories was being told by the carver? So, where we're looking is right here on this stone. Okay. Boy, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. But it's right there. If you can see these lines, the shadows really got it messed up right now. But these lines would be the wings. Let me see if I can show you. Right here is what you're looking for. Okay, that is what's carved on this rock. Right here. Right there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, there's his tail. See the tail right there? And then the wings are coming down. It's hard to get the head. The head is, it's hard for me to even pick it up with the camera. Head is right there. That's unfortunate. Pretty neat though. Okay, I studied the picture of it, and what it's telling me is these right here are tools that they'd carved. This here and this are, I think it said a spider. I think this is a spider. I'm not sure what that is. And then over there are more of the tools like this. There's a lot of different things here. And what I did was I took a picture, and then like this is the tail, and then these are the wings of the Thunderbird, and I traced over it with red lines, and I'll put that picture at the end of the video so you can check it out. You'll be able to see it a lot better when you see the lines on top of it. Here's something over here. So somebody sat here and spent a lot of time carving. I don't think they had iron tools. They probably used another stone to cut it with. The longer I stay here and spin, I'm seeing there's the head right there of the Firebird. So I don't know if the light's changing where I can see it better or if I'm just learning it. But it's pretty neat, pretty neat. And once again, I'm the only one here. I got the place all to myself. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. But you guys need to get out here and check this stuff out. It didn't cost me, it cost me gas. That's it. So come on out. Right now, we're going to head up the trail. Okay, what we're learning here is a little bit about how they lived. It says this depression right here, this would have been a house. The outer part would have been the walls, and then the sunk in part is where they dug the floor into. It says about 20 foot on one side there, and they were rectangular. And then coming up, this would have been a much bigger one. And it's saying that this was a community building. So like a meeting hall. Yeah, they would come here for ceremonies and different things. So that's pretty neat. Just continue on around the circle. As you can see, there's another depression. Here's another depression. There's a depression. There's a depression. So there would have been lots of family houses here. There's another depression. There's another one. So this was a pretty big place. A lot of different families living here. And then the cemetery, it was on that hill just down there. Public square. Yeah, it kind of gives you a picture of what it would have looked like right here where we're standing. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Think about that, 1,500 years ago. Really neat. Okay, here's a view from up top looking out. I believe I'm seeing all the way across the highway out there, 147. See if I can zoom you in. That's a house out there. We're just about a half mile off the highway. So that would be 147 running this way. And then over there a mile would be 145 going north and south. All right, guys, that's it from Millstone Bluff. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. We made our 300 subscribers, but now the goal is 400, so we need all we can get. We thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.